has the mass of the water elemental, wasn't afraid of the fire elemental, and they had 100,000 soldiers with it.
Okay. Chapter 59, Dominators of Doom, eh? This chapter is called Merc Army. This is session 5 of Merc Army chapter. Begin. Last week, the player characters left off kind of tucking their tails between their legs and fleeing into the woods.
Completely untrue.
The wizard challenged them, but they were too scared to fight, and they fled for their lives.
Entire army.
When did that stop you before?
It's actually stopped him a couple times now.
Not really.
Just stopped him at the when he was in the middle.
We're using Ben's card and then paying the cash, I think.
Huh?
I think that's what you wanted.
No.
Are you paying with your card?
Aye.
He needs cash to lose.
I need cash for the game.
No.
I really don't need it, but I do need it just to freaking get square on some IOUs, I guess.
Shit, I don't have a ton of cash, but
Maybe you'll have to put an IOU in,
20
bro.
broken. Yeah, if I lose it hard enough. I have enough for poker easily, but I need a 20 broken somehow.
They're gonna give me cash. I'll give you cash.
I think
Popsicles.
those things like leak somehow.
Yeah, it would have to be those. Other than that, there'd be like ice cream would be the only other possible culprit. What'd you say, Ben? Did you say something to me?
I can give you cash when they give me cash.
Yeah. I mean, I figured Blake probably can break a 20, but we'll see.
We can figure this out, man.
Between the three of us, we'll get.
I think we can.
I believe in our intellect and our wisdom modifiers. They appear to be quite high.
Freaking use holy cow.
Need you to assassinate that wizard.
He's too cowardly.
Okay. And so, what time of day was it when you guys fled?
It was pretty late at night.
Late at night.
Yeah, we were trying to make a camp, I think, and like that we were being followed. So it had to have been later in the day. Because we didn't want to be followed back to our camp, obviously.
Chicken tenders and brown cows.
Oh, it's like, damn, chowing down on something.
You look over, I got a bone like a dog.
Thinking just like chips, just like just like fucking smashing as many as you can. Bet you I could eat this whole bag in 1 second. Is that 20? Yeah. Okay. So I owe Ben like what? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Make it 10.
10.
It was 22 something.
With all three of ours?
Where's the 20?
I was just gonna give him cash back out of it. Out of the cash I'm getting.
Oh wait, where is the 20? Oh, he.
No, I gave him $20. I need
Yeah,
that
he's
20.
just breaking the 20 and then.
Fucking hell. You guys, I said I would just give him cash back.
Yeah,
No
you got
way.
some cash.
I mean,
Is it
this is
$8?
just better. I gave you 8.
7 and change.
Yeah,
But I'm picking it up, so you only get 7 from me.
Alright. You're gonna pick it up?
Do you want to?
You order anything?
You want your IOU?
That you have? No, I better save this for other people. I don't know if I even have enough here, actually.
Yeah,
This
probably
got
not
me
for the IOUs.
$15. One poker game and one dice game, I guess.
Yeah.
See if I can pay off the IOUs after I win.
Yeah, I'm still. I got I think 10 out there with Kevin. I think Kevin got 10 for me. Or Chase, one of the two.
I'm still square for the moment, although my cash is just a little low on my wallet.
This is where the wizard dies. Throws old feet and peck out
Yeah,
his
so we
eyes.
left off. He fled from us.
What? You guys fled, right?
He fled from us. Yeah.
You fled from the wizard Lorcus, right?
No.
You're doing joining battle?
He left us. He
Are you joining
He
battle?
ran out of the forest away from us.
I have to go back to the other recordings.
DM's trying to goad us into
Right.
running into our doom. Mad because we didn't last time.
I wasn't mad, but you guys can't act like you didn't run. You fled.
You were,
did.
You were outside.
We chased him and he fled.
Verbatim, it's like, God, I can't get him to attack. I'm gonna have to fucking do something else.
I mean, when does Falcor not just attack?
He tried. The guy fled.
There's just,
He chased at him at full speed.
Been a couple of times.
it's just Falcor discretion is brand new. It's a new side of your guy.
The devil. I didn't. They don't charge the devil.
You did carry it out on that one too. I forgot.
Yeah, because we couldn't damage him. I had to hold back Eladamri, in fact. Not only did I say not to attack, Eladamri's like, we're gonna kill him! I'm like, nope, not this one.
Does anybody remember what time of day it was? Wasn't it midday?
I think it
We're
was
going to camp.
late morning or something.
Yeah, we were done with the storm attack and we were gonna go rest.
Oh, so it was that afternoon. That's right.
Probably, yeah. Our attack probably would have been an hour or two
It
or
was getting late.
3.
Okay.
Would have been several hours into the day for sure.
All right. So where do you guys go into the forest?
We're
How far?
Like 3.5, 4 miles out, away from the army. Close up camp.
Away from the road, the tree line on by the road.
Yeah.
Everybody else too.
Yeah.
We were actually there setting up camp when we saw the familiar.
Well, we were on our way and they were following us, so we were like, let's not lead it.
You mean you saw something dark?
Probably.
What
You
else?
just assumed it was a familiar.
Yeah.
Or a hellhound of some kind or something.
Okay.
I was loosely following them when they were approaching the mage.
Right, we were approaching the gate.
Right.
He was back.
Right.
Do we know how? Well, do we have any spells that can mute hearing, prying eyes, that we may talk in free? Maybe we may speak free. Now that we've had a visitor, nobody is to speak of anything.
Hmm.
I actually did have a spell like that throws off scrying, but I think it wasn't foolproof.
We must not speak about any of what has transpired.
It would seem likely that this great wizard of this army would have a scry spell.
Just gave the DM an idea.
Start looking around. Spot check. Where's the dice? Where's the dice? D-bag.
Oh man.
I don't even have my sheet, bro.
that fucking squirrel from Ice Age, just like one little thing, and like the whole fucking
The iceberg, like,
Yeah.
fucking cracks or something.
how they opened every movie and fucking doing something and leading to a great big catastrophe.
Those are always pretty good.
Okay, so it's getting into the afternoon. I didn't really need a sheet for Madrigal since I've got a druid NPC now.
Calm down, music. We're not fighting yet. Yeah, I don't really have any protection from scrying wizards.
Did another one break off? Oh, it just fell.
I knocked all that bullshit over.
Yeah.
That was the
Donnie
old. That was the old one.
Walked by and knocked stuff over.
Did you say you had some of these done?
I threw them all away.
Oh.
Cleaned out my car.
Nice, nice.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, why are we holding on to that one that's like broken in half?
Because he said you could jury rig it. I'm sure you can jury rig it
The
somehow.
one that's broken in half?
Not the one that's broken in half.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
would
like you
be.
could just like melt
Wait,
it back together.
That's a cool one.
melt it back together?
Yeah, sure.
Use like a blowtorch or something?
It's not
to-
bad.
I don't have a blood.
bad.
I don't know. That's all you, man.
Fucking sick.
Rakdos. Ooh, Rakdos action.
Gold. Dark green. Yeah.
Is that all the deaths out here?
I mean, I fed her. She's just being retarded. I don't want to jump over the gate. It sucks. I'm moving out. She couldn't get traction on the rug. Fucking threw the rug across the room.
Okay, so there's talk of worrying about being magically spied on. What are you all doing?
Do I get a bonus to spot these things because I know what I'm looking for?
Spot what?
Scrying one.
So what are you and your cohort doing? It's starting to get dark. It's definitely starting to get dark in the forest. You're 3 to 4 miles in from the road.
He does have it.
Wow, all you could want.
There's no reverse.
Sick. Thanks, bro.
The sword of truth and wobbliness.
Yeah, they're almost the exact same.
They look a little taller, maybe.
The
But
sun's clearly going down.
Use our
Underneath the
imagination.
canopy of the forest,
I think they're more narrow.
there's very little light.
Taller.
It's getting dark.
There's a whole set of them, so.
What are you doing?
I guess we're all back at the camp now. All three of us who left out towards the wizard. I assume we returned.
I guess while you guys are fleeing, I guess Schreider probably would have found you and said, "Oh, shall call back to elves soon."
It's not safe to speak.
They say the white wizard has spies.
All right, so he points back to the edge of the forest and goes like this. talking about Xanth?
I must get this out.
Xanth is there. He's like, oh, you could have some magical spy spells.
Protocol Xanthulu.
Alright, Xanth says, he goes over to Strider and he's like, hold them back. Hold them back to our camp. We need to think about what's happening. We need our archers in a safe position. And he's like, oh. And he leaves.
Oi. Oh.
Do we
Let's
have
go.
any spells that can protect our communications?
From spying
No.
and scrying.
But this wizard, he's only seen you. Perhaps if you go off to the side and he's spying on you, then you won't get nothing.
I will patrol.
What was that?
He's
Wearing out?
shapeshift? Alright, Falcar shapeshifts into his hybrid form or his lion form? Hybrid form? Alright, he hulks off through the trees and out of sight.
Alright, pick up pizza.
What are you doing before you leave?
Head back to camp
Just
with
generally
me.
waiting to see what the plans are?
Yeah, deliberating.
Okay.
I'll NPC his character. He kills himself.
He's like, no.
Alright, he promotes me to leader of the guild.
Falcar's on watch. The Ogre Magi doesn't know who the rest of us are, so we should be free to speak.
Are we at the camp now? Yeah? I guess so. Maybe.
Well, you're walking towards, you're walking as you're walking miles into the forest.
You're the wizard, so I guess I should trust your opinion on that one. I've just got this badass dragon blood. How droll.
Dragon blood? It's nothing compared to a spell book.
Much harder to replace, though.
Blood? Yes, that is harder to replace than. Maybe it's not.
Brad, you re up yet?
Nope.
Then you can have some nuts.
I did smoke the last of my little keef or whatever last night, but
I get paid on Friday, so I'd buy some. I think. Fucking 2-week paychecks are a bitch.
yeah, I'll probably go back to smoking like once a week or twice a week.
Give up alcohol and smoke.
Why not cut way back on both? Neither of them's healthy for you.
There's health benefits to smoking.
Well, yeah, but you don't need to smoke
There's
every
not
day
health
and then
benefits
fucking-
to alcohol.
No. Actually, a glass of wine a day is actually supposed to lower
Are
your...
you drinking wine?
No.
Okay. There's no negative other than plant matter in your fucking lungs.
And smoke in your lungs and appetite being outrageous.
That's not bad for you.
If you overeat, that's bad for you.
That's not. It doesn't make you overeat. You choose to overeat.
It's much harder to not overeat
Yeah, lighter.
after smoking.
Faggot.
Let us think while the elves and Strider are coming.
You gotta cut it back on both. Neither one.
Durandar was like, I gotta get that lion power soon. I need to be able to follow my lord into the forest in this lion form. A lion dwarf. How powerful will that be? Very strong.
Short and stubby
Half
lion.
lion, half dwarf.
Short, stubby lion.
A powerhouse. A blocky, sturdy powerhouse lion.
A low stone wall.
I'll be able to run faster, jump higher than ever before. I'll be stronger than ever. And Xanth's like, yes, but let us speak strategy now.
I guess if you think it's safe. They are going to be trying to find our camp, suss it out. Seems.
Are they?
They
This
will-
wizard seems to be reticent to send his forces in here after us.
It's true. They'll only send scouts.
I've rendered their army immobile for the now. I doubt they'll even try to march in the morning. Perhaps they will, perhaps they won't.
No more tornadoes, huh?
So do we know?
Not this day.
Do we know like what the poison is actually gonna do to these guys?
Yeah, what kind of poison was that again?
Hmm.
Are they just gonna fall over and die, dude?
I'm not sure if they're going to die, but
Just give them the
maybe.
shits.
I don't know what Damon must have gave us. Do have some specialty in herbs. My guess is they'll be sick for several days, unable to move much, generally puking and shitting, perhaps. It's hard to say exactly, but they will be immobile. They will not be able to march. Some of them may die. Who knows?
What about this mud? Is this gonna slow them down like a lot?
They're immobilized for now. It may take a couple days for them before they can march on it.
Seems pretty cool.
Yes, I've stopped this army in its tracks.
They're gonna be ready for us next time, though.
They are on high alert.
Now they know we're here, we're fucking with them. What are we gonna do?
What's the next step of fucking?
We still have sneaks that can infiltrate their army at will, pretty much. Even if they are on high alert, we could still infiltrate.
And do what, though? We've already used the poison we had, I think. So that only leaves like an assassination or recon
I'm of a
mission.
mind to damage those wagons somehow.
Yeah, if they already know about us now, there's no point in being incognito anymore about something like that.
Dude, you could like fly over and like shoot it real good. I seen you.
Disintegrate it? Disintegrate the biggest wagon? Might
Certainly
be a
I
ways.
could put a big hole in it. Perhaps big enough to let whatever's inside out. It's a possibility.
Disintegrate can't pierce through the wagon and hit what's in it. I
But
assume.
like I said, a fog rose up to cover it last night. We can assume that will happen again.
When you snuck off earlier, what you gonna do?
I delivered Strider and the Druids new poison. I poisoned more of their food and water supplies. Different wagons. They will be eating it now, even as we speak, I imagine.
They're gonna get this shit so bad.
It will definitely increase the time it will take them before they can march.
Gosh, that'd be pretty funny. Just give the entire army like the runs, you know what I mean?
Yes, it's too bad we couldn't give them all some disease. Just spread it through their ranks. The poison is the best we have for now. If I had had time, maybe I could have come up with some sort of biological illness that could pass amongst them.
Then you'd
Well,
be
we have
risking
time.
it in the world, though.
I don't know how I feel about these Dale lands right now. Mistledale is turned against us. Featherdale and Tasseldale on the borders of Symbia seem to be allies, or at least capitulating to the Symbian desires. Vespucci has Featherdale, Tasseldale, and Mistledale, at least, in his pocket. That leaves several other Dales. We still have our staunch allies to the north, Shadowdale and Daggerdale. Arkandale, it will be the key to all this. Arkandale has the greatest army of all the Dales.
Pizza.
Think we could rally any of them while their armies immobilized? Get any help?
Arkandale is so many miles away, but
You can teleport, my lord.
What if we could like blame these soldiers for something, like, I don't know, some way to turn them against this army?
blame what soldiers?
Like, which of these Dales you said don't like us?
Hmm.
And which ones do we still have to pass?
Well, really, only Mistledale stands between this army and Tilverton.
Alright, we need free pizza.
Lord Arthur Rowan Mantle has an axe to grind against your Lord Falakar. He will let them walk right through. He will escort them, probably. We can only hope that they don't find out about our involvement in the murder of one of their watchmen.
You know what we could do? We could dress up as these soldiers. Start.
Go on, you were saying.
Hard for me to say this, but I'm goodly. But it's for the greater good.
Are we killing people?
What if we dressed up like these soldiers and did some bad things to these people to turn their will against the army?
Could work while they're.
Icarus, I don't believe your lord will go along with that plan.
But it's a good idea nonetheless.
I'm not sure how good it is. It's definitely not good.
For the greater good, Zan.
No.
You've killed innocents.
On accident.
It happens in war.
I don't do it on purpose.
That's what Falakar said.
We can't get too caught up in this war nonsense. We can't let it corrupt us. Otherwise, we're no better than the villains.
We could, like, just get caught stealing their food. Like, go to these farmers' farms, go in and steal all their fucking food. Maybe bone their wives if they're willing, I don't know. And then let them catch us or see us doing it, and we're dressed up like these soldiers. And when we run off on the direction of the soldiers.
Once again, sounds like you're talking rape.
No, I said willing only.
Get their consent, bro. We're PC.
Think about it. We go through stealing wagons of food and then taking it towards the direction of the army.
It's not a bad idea.
Dressed up as these soldiers. We can turn these people against them.
Might be helpful. How strong are the armies nearby, though, of the Dale lands? Would it even be worth it?
Then we could sell the food back to the people at a premium. Make some money off this war.
Icarus, you do not sound like a knight of the Lion Order.
Okay, the last part is a good idea, god dang it.
I would be interested to know what your Lord Falakar would say about these things.
How strong is the nearby army of the Dale lands? Would it be worth the trouble to do this?
I'm no Dale's expert, but Arkandale is well known to have a mighty army.
I thought they were far off, though. I think they would be able to recruit help from them quickly.
No, that guy didn't like Falakar, I guess. Something about, like, his son getting killed by some ice devil or something.
Yes. That's Mistledale, not Arkandale. Mistledale will certainly stand against us. We can expect no help from them, and if they find out that one of their men was murdered by our company, they'll actively try to kill us.
How'd they find out?
But the writers of Mistledale,
We were pretty good about covering that up, I feel like.
so you say, so you think.
They were too scared to follow.
Thrandur says, Icarus, I ain't doing no rape and no thieving of innocent people. You bite your tongue.
That'd be a good idea. I got one horseman on my team.
If only there was a way we could harbor ill will between the army and the nearby peoples without really doing much actual harm.
And if we do poison all their food, what if they're gonna go out and do these things anyways? We still want to get the food before they get there. That way they can't restock on their food to feed their army.
And Zan says, now you're actually thinking. If an army has no food or water supplies,
Or it's poison.
what will it do?
We gotta steal the food first. Dressed up like them. Foolproof plan.
Thranduil's like, I ain't taking food from poor farmers.
They're gonna do it anyway.
They're gonna do it anyway.
They likely will. But the thing to do would be to poison that food and water as well.
That would be fucked up. Then
Yeah,
the
I'm not
people
trying to
would.
kill the people.
Whoa. That's
evil,
worse
dude.
than my plan.
Doddering fools. What I mean is, we go and get the food from the farmers that the army will take. We don't get it, but we poison it. The army comes, and they take it, and then they eat it.
What if they don't take it? And then the farmers eat it, and the people.
We'll tell them not to eat it, of course.
Think they'll just let us poison their food
Yeah.
supply and leave?
That's the same as taking it.
Warren, can you get into that army tonight? Get some information?
Yeah. I feel like we could probably figure out if they're gonna go be robbing nearby places or not through our recon.
I've used many of my spells this day.
I still have quite a few.
You do?
Other than my lightning bolts. I used a lot of those. All of them, actually.
Come then. I'll lead you to the road.
Meanwhile, out in the middle of the forest,
Do I see anything of note?
What do you patrol?
I'm like running around them in a big giant perimeter, like a mile out.
The army?
No, or camp. Actually, I won't even do like a full circle. I'll patrol like
A semicircle.
yeah, like kind of like a C shape, facing the way the army is. If that makes
Alright.
sense.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, first thing you come across is there are dozens of elves coming back towards in deeper into the forest towards your camp, you assume.
have you all made it back?
They're surprised by you. I assume you were trying to be stealthy.
I was just sprinting.
Oh. Several of them like raise their bows when you like approach, and
I'm sure they recognize me.
one of them's like, "That's a Lion Knight."
They probably would have saw me out in the middle of the road earlier.
Can you speak in your hybrid form?
Yeah, I would what I can. Lion again.
Lionese.
Well, they say many of us, or most of us have we're retreating miles in on orders of Captain Kelbreth, Strider, and Madrigal. Well, basically, they listen to the captain who talks to Strider. Druid's not so much allied with the elves, but
He's a human.
the druid, yeah.
Pathetic.
Are you guys being followed by anybody?
Not that we know of. We have scouts following behind. Trying not to surprise them.
They couldn't do any damage if I did.
Very well then. Was that your character's theme song now?
No. But it's fitting sometimes. Because of the lightning that we were going to have. And then it.
It didn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, the lightning did happen. It just didn't happen thematically like I wanted to. Which is kind of comedic, you know? Yeah!
Yeah, it was funny.
I am the god of lightning, or whatever you said.
Yeah!
One of my few spell fizzles in like recent months.
I'll, I guess I'll just head back to the base then. Because we have like an army of elves between us and the army, right? So we would,
Do you?
I mean, we would pretty much be like notified if anything was coming, probably.
In general, the elves have way better wood skills than everybody but Strider, Madrigal. So,
I'll get within earshot of the camp and be like,
Are you guys done yet?
well, come on in, Falcar. Stand on.
Alright, I'm back.
You notice Xanth and Soren are not there.
don't tell me where they went. I do not need to know. I merely come to take my rest. I hope we have good ideas.
Tyrander's like, maybe you should have Icarus whisper his ideas to you.
I'm sure they were brilliant.
Maybe you should just hear him first.
Icarus, my trusty liege. What say you and your ideas while I was gone? So, like, I probably shouldn't say, but, like, they're good. I knew it. That's why you're my liege. Drandor, have some faith.
They were shit, my lord.
Well, he's trying. What was your... Never mind. Don't say anything. We
They
take our
weren't
rest.
that bad, but they weren't that goodly.
No, Tyrander's like, I'll whisper them to you. He whispers Icarus's ideas. Starting with the disguising and raping idea.
Whoa! Willing, dude. Willing.
My lord, that was only after we were like, what the fuck?
He just needs to wet his
They-
whistle, my
They
lord.
changed it.
Well, some of it was good.
None of it was good, my lord. He sort of had sort of a goal, but his means to it were horrible.
Well, I'm sure the Great Wise One has a plan. Don't say it. Don't even say our names.
Who are you talking about?
Your bravery seems to be
Exactly.
deteriorating.
Good job, Durandor. Usually fuck that part up. Do we have a watch?
I only need 4 hours, really. So
Well, I will guard until you get your 4 hours.
Thrandur will whisper Xanth and Soren's ideas to you as quietly and where no one could read his lips or hear him.
See, he was on the right path.
I don't think he was, my lord.
well, maybe we wait a day and let some recon happen. Let their guard lower maybe a little bit. Hopefully we can get some rest tonight unmolested.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna assault the army tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and head that way in like an hour.
Is Zacharias saying this?
No, I just fucked up the voice.
Oh.
I will assault the army tonight, alone.
Oh, is this Valkyrie?
Yes.
What? Didn't you just have that opportunity a moment ago?
And Thrandar's like, oh, my lord, I thought we weren't supposed to be talking about our plan.
Oh, that's right. Well, either way, I'm still gonna do it.
I guess I'll roll like a wisdom or something. I think you're trying to do something here.
I'm like taking all. I don't wear armor. I'm like getting in my sleeping bag or blanket, whatever. Right now. And then just, like lay down. Oh wait, no, I'm on guard. I got guard first while you get to 4 hours.
Get out of your sleeping bag after saying that.
Yeah, sure. That's what I do.
All right. So you get within a half a mile of the forest edge, and Xanth says, about a half a mile. Won't be long before we'll be able to see the road. Now I will wait here on the edge of the forest. If things go bad for you, I will do what I can.
Yeah, what if that wizard's like got like detect invisibility or something?
All great wizards do.
Do you have a disguise?
Yeah, I can put a magical disguise on too.
Listen, here's what we need to know. You just need to get close enough, disguised, to hear what their orders might be.
Well, if I'm gonna talk about what they're gonna do about food.
Can you get close to them as they hold council? Probably near the wagons.
Yeah, if they're having council, then sure.
You don't need to engage or sabotage. You just need to spot. Will you make for the wagons? Or will you seek lesser commanders? I need to know so I will know about where I need to be watching for you.
Where's the commanders at?
Well, of course, the wizard will be at the wagons, I'm sure. Some of his other commanders, I'm sure, too. But there must be lesser commanders of the foot soldiers.
I don't know, you can walk by the wagons and I'll probably make my way there eventually.
Here's what concerns me most. This ogre magi has dwarves in his ranks.
The most powerful being known to man. Or elf.
This means he's no fool. Perhaps we've underestimated him so far.
They're dwarf cooks.
Seems to me that at least one of them had some sway. They all seem to be moved about with quite a bit of authority. Maybe when you're a cook and you hold the food over your army, then you have some authority because you have the food, but my guess is these dwarves are powerful.
Because they're dwarves.
Yes,
Nah.
I've met few that aren't. In some circles, they call me Xanth, dwarf friend.
Okay. Congrats. Is that on your shirt?
No,
It should be.
I'm gonna do another version of it.
All the other mistitles. And imagine.
And I actually just realized that Maestra's Chosen is actually like a thing in Forgotten Realms, and it means like you're super powerful if you're Maestra's Chosen. So that's why I need a buff anytime now. I didn't actually realize that before I was playing that angle up all those years ago.
Yeah, 5 levels they gave up.
It's worth at least 5 levels.
The
Probably
show
start
has
coming on
spoken.
anytime. Oh, what is your plan? Will you risk the wagons or try to find lesser commanders?
Let's start with lesser commanders. Keep an eye and see if there's convenient meetings.
I will try to get roughly half a mile or so from the wagons to keep an eye out for you. I will have Baron watching too. If we see a lone figure, we're booking it for the forest line, then we will know it's you.
Sounds good. Or someone running to shit because they're poisoned.
Get in there, get some information for us.
Alright. I'll cast Disguise Self.
Ooh, I rolled a 1 on my floor. Good thing that
Ooh. Question is now, if it was a 20, would you be like, I got a 20 here, Dad?
Oh my god, I rolled a 1 again.
Oh.
Meant to be.
It's not a crit.
All right, do you have any more of those spells?
Because you just dropped
Yeah.
one.
I have one more.
Don't you love it when you cast a spell, time walk yourself, lose it?
Is there any guys about?
You're still, do you get closer before you do this, or? Like,
No,
you
I just like, can I see anybody?
So as you get closer, you do see there are definitely foot soldiers like watching the tree line, all along the east side of the road, the side you're on.
Alright, I'll just cast invisibility then.
Yeah, take it. All right.
Alright. Walks outside.
Alright.
GG.
Get off that phone, Mom. You can play that anytime.
You just doing a scene with Xanth and Soren.
Still. Whoa, fucking buddy, what the fuck? You're in a scene.
You were outside.
Wow!
Alright, I'll get mine now.
Wow, what a bad influence you are on Brad. Tell Bailey I said hi.
I already did.
Is that who texted me? Wow!
Tell her that we only said hi and we will not engage in any further conversation after that.
Okay, so you turn invisible, and then what? Walk up to their lines?
Yeah.
Alright. Men are milling about. They're generally trying to stay off the road.
Get off the
So,
road.
on both sides of the road, there are dozens and dozens of tents and gatherings of men. The road is very muddy. Nobody wants to camp on it or sleep on it. Rest of the ground's pretty wet too, but it's not necessarily mud like the road is. Plus, you've come to find out that they've been ordered not to try to let the road dry and to stay off of it as best they can. And as that happens, here comes a small wagon running along the shoulder of the road with 4 oxen pulling it, and 2 dwarves in the driver's seat. And they're yelling, "Get your food! Get your water!" And men in this area start to kind of mad dash for it. What do you do? How long is your invisibility?
7 minutes.
What do you do in the 7 minutes?
Get up there.
Up to the wagon?
Sure.
Okay. See men getting food and water off of it. Dwarves are. There's one dwarf on the back of it, kind of trying to keep barrels full and trade it out, and food kind of up on the on the side boards. When they stop, the other dwarf jumps in the back of the wagon and starts working on the other side. A couple minutes pass, and one of them muscles a big old barrel of water to the end of the tailgate to replace an empty one. Five minutes has passed.
I just look for a good spot to film my, to like sneakily appear.
Reveal yourself.
Yeah.
Shazam! I've joined
I
your
have a
army.
question. So, like, would the mud stick to them and be visible?
Yeah, I mean, until it dries and they kind of knock it off or beat it off, I'm sure. Why?
I mean, all your other stuff on you turns invisible when you turn invisible. Why wouldn't the mud you touch? I mean, they'd see his footsteps in the mud appear, but then.
Oh, you're saying would the mud come off if they
You know,
were
like
if he was
Like,
invisible?
would they
if
see
he's
his
invisible walking through
mud?
the mud? Would the mud stick to his like shoes?
It would turn invisible though.
Yeah, if it was stuck to my shoes, it'd turn invisible, but they would
But
see
he
my,
would leave
wearing
prints.
something.
they would see my steps.
This is just a question. Like I was.
Because like like in Harry Potter, like you see their footsteps, but you don't see like snow or anything.
Yeah, if you pick something up, it turns invisible.
So
I
if you
think.
like dump some water on somebody invisibly, it would just like go around them and then they'd be invisible. Like the water on them wouldn't be
And
seen.
you see the water dripping off them.
You see a group of men sitting around a campfire. They seem to have already eaten and they seem to be talking. You can hear them talking about like there's been an order for the march to hold, and they're like, how long are we gonna have to just camp here on the side of the road? The men, another guy's like, you bet you we're marching. You bet you we're just not marching. And the other, he's like, shut up, Bill. But you hear one of them say, you hear one of them say, well, I heard from Blue Man that all the commanders were getting together to talk about the strategy, about when we're going to move, how long we're going to be here. And the other guy's like, well, that'd be helpful to know, or nice to know, I guess. And then the other guy's like, road's pretty bad. I don't know if we can even march after tomorrow. We might have to wait here 2 days. And you hear another guy comes up to the group of them, and he says, I'm scared of that massive lion coming out of the tree lines again. And another guy's like, you were one of the survivors, right? Yeah. They hunted down everybody. Only a few of us escaped. I don't want to go in the tree line, but I'm afraid he'll come back out. And another one's like, we have him way outnumbered here. And the guy's like, that's what we thought when we were cut off by the storm, but we got fucked by this group. They were led by a how tall are you? 7 foot, 8 foot?
Probably like 12 feet.
I go up to large,
Oh, so he probably is like 12 feet.
so I'm like probably
13, 14 feet at least.
No, you're not that tall. You need to look it up. I bet it's more like 7 to 9 feet.
What's large? Well, I guess large
7,
can tell
9 feet.
width
No.
or height.
As large as.
It's the next up from medium.
Is this? Manual, what's manual?
Yeah, large could be. That's too big.
Then they start playing some dice.
Did I appear?
Huh?
Did I appear?
Do you appear? Yeah, I guess you need to roll a hide to appear in a good spot.
Take 10.
Is this 3.5 or 3?
I don't.
We don't have 3.5.
Yeah, I don't think we have a. All right. Nobody seems to notice you. You just seem like another person kind of sitting at the back of the little camp circle they have.
Are they still serving food?
Yeah, you actually hear one guy say, some of the other foot soldiers came down sick today. And another guy's like, oh shit, how many of them? How do you know? And he's like, well, I just heard. How many of them? And he's like, dozens, maybe 100. I don't know. They're violently ill.
Fuck. Should I be eating this food?
And another guy's like, that's right, they must have been poisoned somehow.
What happens if we run out of food?
And a guy's like eating a piece of bread and he's like, he throws it down.
What happens if we run out of food while we're like not moving anywhere?
Well, I doubt we can run out of food. And another guy's like, but what if it's poisoned somehow? And another guy's like, it's not poison, it's just some flu strain that's going about.
Alright, but what if we run out of food?
And another guy's like,
We're not going anywhere, we're just burning food.
then we'll get food in Mistledale.
Where? Do we just take it from the villagers?
I'm sure they'll give us food. Mistledale's our ally.
Oh, cool.
Another one's like, well, technically, Mistledale would be Symbia's ally. We're just mercenaries. And another guy's like, shut up, George. Nobody cares about your lawyering.
What else do you think they'll give us?
What do you mean?
Maybe we could just like get some free stuff from them.
Mistledale?
Sure.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure they'll give us all the food and water we want.
What if we like took some stuff?
And
They can't stop
another
us.
guy's like some women?
Yeah.
Mmm.
They can't stop us.
I need some wet holes. Another guy's like, Harry, you fucking pervert. And another guy's like, no, he's onto something.
Let him cook.
I don't know. We could get a lot of free stuff from them, I think.
You mean like weapons or armor? Or
Anything we want.
Well, I don't know what it would be besides a wet hole.
Like a well?
He's like, can we
Like a
take
water
slaves? That'd be good if we could take some she-slaves.
Commanders probably won't allow that, but we could probably just take as much shit as we want.
On the way back, after we destroy Tilverton, we could sack Mistledale, then take absolutely what we wanted, and go back to
I
Countshan.
don't want to wait that long. I want my shit now.
No, guys,
It's
like,
on the way.
I want wet holes now.
Now.
He's like, I'm a mercenary raper. What am I if I'm not busy raping the locals? Another guy's like,
Self-proclaimed
that's your whole
mercenary.
identity?
What alignment is that?
Another guy's like, that's fucking sad. Another guy's like, I want some fucking pussy too. Another guy's like, I can get wet holes pretty easily back home, but I wouldn't mind sacking that leader of Mistledale's house. I bet he's got a lot of treasure there.
Exactly. You know, they got some nice farm women, I'm sure, too.
Some nice what?
Farm girls.
Farm girls. Give me some farm girl hole.
So what's their plans? Like, we're gonna plan this shit. What's the
Another guy's like, "Who are you?"
what's the commander's plan?
I don't know. You go ask him if you got some pull. Come back and tell us.
I didn't say I had pole. I just wanted to know what's going on.
We're waiting for orders from Cephas.
Where's he at?
Cephas?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's up by the wagons. I heard Lorcus was calling all his men in. All the commanders. Another guy's like, "Yeah, hey, you got any pull? Can you figure out what's happening?"
See what I can do, but I doubt it. I don't have any special pole. I just want to listen.
Get real close. Tell us if you hear anything. You leave. Alright. So you make your way to the front. How long does your spell last?
An hour and 10 minutes.
Takes you
music's too intense.
some 40 minutes to get to the front.
That seems excessive.
Yeah, you have to walk through you have to walk through thousands of men to get on the side of the road, not on the road, to get to where you want to go.
Excessive.
And you were more towards the back where you came in. There's thousands of men.
Thousands of men.
Thousands of them, bro.
Alright, so you make your way there and you have 40 minutes, so you have what, like
On my way up there, I'm like saying stuff like,
30 minutes tops
"Hey,
left?
we gotta plunder the fucking farms on our way."
Just to random
Yeah.
foot soldiers. Another one's like, "Yeah, let's plunder them." Another guy's like, "You idiot, farmers are poor." And another guy's like, "No, I heard they can actually make some money." Another guy's like, "They can't make
They
shit."
can make some money.
Another guy's like, "They got daughters, don't they?"
There's all kinds
Another
of
guy's
shit
like,
we
"I
can-
want a farmer daughter."
There's all kinds of shit we can steal.
Another guy, and then one of the guys is like, "We were ordered not to touch the Dales."
They're not gonna say no.
Who's not gonna say no? Lorcas?
Nobody's gonna shut us down if we take a few things here and there.
I bet Cephas will definitely come down on us.
No way.
This is what Donnie looks like in his line.
Another guy's.
They changed it so I don't go and I become large.
So how tall are you then?
Just my normal size.
Really?
Oh, so you're like a
But you gain
Galabra.
muscle and musculature?
Yeah.
Oh, weird,
like a
right?
I
Galabra.
mean, you could probably say I could gain like a couple inches, but not
Yeah.
more to go to the next.
Not enough to be large?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's one thing they changed. The 3.5.
So you're
Alright.
normal size, you said?
Whatever.
Yeah, he probably gains a few inches, but he doesn't go to large.
Oh, it's like 6 something maybe.
Yeah, he's like 6'8" or 6'10" maybe.
Just a little taller than me.
Alright. Well, another guy's like, "Farmer's daughters, that's what we want." Another guy's like, "We can't grab anything till on our way back." And another guy's like, you just hear him in passing, "Think it'll be hard to destroy that Toverton city?" Another guy's like, "I heard they're building a wall."
Great
And
wall.
another guy's like,
Toverton.
"Siege warfare, no." Another guy's like, we'll need food."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Another guy's like, "We may have to raid
We
Mistletoe."
gotta plunder the Dales, man. That's what I'm saying. Especially since we're just sitting here eating food.
Another guy's like, "Yeah, I wonder how much supplies we do have." Another guy says, "I heard some of the water went bad, or some of the food went bad."
Fuck.
Another
fuck.
guy, another guy's like, "Yeah, I heard there was a bunch of people sick."
I'm taking out some farms. I don't care about you guys.
And across the road, since there's no one on the road, you hear someone going, "Oh, oh, oh."
Start studying.
And you hear another guy go, "I can't stop shitting." Oh! This is what happens on your way to the front. You get to the front. There's a light on in the back wagon. There's a massive wall of fog actually that starts to rise up as you get there. And it conceals the back of the wagon and the light goes out. But there's a giant standing some 10 feet in front of the back wagon.
In front of the hawk.
Yeah. And dwarves riding around it on ponies or on the outside of the fog. There you go.
How close to the other guys?
What doesn't need?
What other guys? The general foot soldiers? Oh, they make camp some. The wagons have been pulled off to the side at least. Like one wheel might be like kind of on the side of the edge of the road. The other one's on the shoulder, off the side of the road, kind of slanted just a little bit. The closest gatherings of men begin some probably 100 yards away from the fog. 75, 100 yards. Wow!
The two.
What do you do?
One sec.
Back at the camp, what are the rest of you doing during this bit of downtime? In the
Meditating
evening?
first while he watches.
Meditating while I watch.
It must. Well, I guess I don't get him back. Right
Me,
away.
Thrandur, and Icarus will be out. Everybody else can go ahead and start taking the rest. If they want.
Anything in the first 4 hours?
Yeah.
Something happens in the first 4 hours?
No. Nothing happens yet. This is the first hour. What are you doing?
I'm gonna talk to the nearest foot soldier.
Yeah.
And give him a suggestion.
A suggestion. Okay, what is it?
You should run into the fog there and ask the leaders about what's fucking going on.
Is it a spell or?
It's from my helmet. I get to do it once per day.
Oh my god. It's
Alright, what's the will save?
14, I think.
Even more broke than I knew.
I never use that really.
Okay, I'll definitely do that. And he
Yeah,
gets
let's
up.
go.
He gets up and just kind of starts jogging towards the back of the wagon. He crit failed. He starts jogging towards it. He's like, "Hey, what's going on in there?"
Alright, I'll like try to duck in between some men.
All right. Are you just trying to see what happens?
I'm trying to go invisible while people are looking at him.
Well, it's getting dark out now, so
Okay.
you can make a bluff if you want to like distract attention away from you and then cast it. If you want to try that.
Couldn't you just make a spot check? For
You can literally just try to hide amongst one of the tents and hope that nobody sees you disappear. That nobody has an angle to see you. You can get in one of the tents.
Yeah, I'll just get in on the tents then.
All right. You just walk into a tent.
I listen.
There's nobody in the tent, but there's a bunch of dudes out front of it, like right by the door or by the opening.
Oh, never mind. I'll just like try to bump into a group of guys and go invisible.
At this point, everybody's just kind of
Draw attention
sitting
to
around
yourself.
fires.
Push somebody over first.
Look at me.
Yeah. It's like fucking bull rush into him and then just go invisible. That should do.
That guy. Like, what the fuck's that guy doing?
All right, so make a bluff.
Hey, you should go do this.
24.
What's that guy doing?
All right. Well, most all of them kind of look. They don't think anything of it, and they're like, "Who? What?"
Alright, I cast it.
Okay. Make it. This invisibility.
Maybe like a percentile that somebody sees.
So you
that.
have 7
Pretty
minutes,
terrible bluff.
As you're doing this, you hear a guy go, "Hey, what's going on? I need the leaders to tell me what's happening."
I run after him.
All right, and as you run towards him, the 75 yards, a dwarf rides over to him, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing over here?" And he's like, "I need to find out what's happening. What are the bosses talking about?" And the dwarf's like, "None of your fucking business. Your commander will tell you what you need to know. Now get the fuck back in the ranks." The guy's like, No. I need to talk to somebody in charge. I need to find out what's happening." And he's like, "Listen, you pissed ant. I'll fucking brain you." And the dude's like, now hold on. Don't brain me." And you're running that way?
Yeah.
All right. Make a spot check.
And move silent, right? I mean, he's running
Spot
through
is DC of I'm gonna say 25.
23.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So you're running, and are you just running up towards the wagons? Is that what you're
Running
doing?
towards the fog, yeah.
Okay.
Move silent or no? Does he just run through the mud?
Well, out comes a 9 to 10 foot tall figure, comes out of the fog, and he says to the giant, who's like, I don't know, at least probably 15 feet tall, maybe 13 or 15 feet tall. He says, what's going on here? And the giant's like, my lord, one of the foot soldiers is here demanding to know what's happening. You make a sense motive.
14.
You happen to pick up that the Dark Ogre Magi seems to be kind of just looking around out towards your direction.
Do I feel like he looked right at me? At any
He
point?
looked across you, like in your general direction.
Mm. I'll try to run towards them still, but like in a different direction, and see if he looks like he's following me.
Towards them, but in a different direction.
Yeah.
This time, no, he seems to be talking to the dude, and he says, get back to your ranks, or you're dead where you stand. And the guy's like, whoa, yes, my lord. He kind of shakes his head, and he's like, I thought I wanted to know what your orders were, but I'll leave. And he leaves. No, he doesn't seem to pay attention to you.
Okay.
So what do you do now?
You just
4 minutes of your spell have passed.
Very good view, man.
Did I get up there?
Not looking. Not focusing on it. You get up where?
In the fog.
Yeah, you do notice the giant seems to be kind of watching your general direction. You don't know if it's intentional or he just happens to be looking that way. And the Ogre Magi disappears into the fog.
I keep my detect mind sharp.
And what's the range on it?
60 feet.
You get within 60 feet of the giant?
And I don't know wherever I am. Yeah. I mean, I'm
Alright.
kind of a.
You sense the giant's
outskirts.
mind. And he's like, finally, I'll get to squash one of these interlopers.
Alright, I start leaving. I start swimming straight into the foot soldiers.
Okay. So you just bail?
Yeah.
He goes back.
Fucking Sauron.
Alright. You've got like a minute left when you get to the edge of the foot soldier ranks. You just try to
I
dive
just,
into
I just
them.
keep trying to sprint or run or bump through them and get towards
Alright.
the tree.
Make
line.
a couple balance checks. Make sure you don't trip
Roll-
on somebody or.
Roll a will save, apparently. Sounds like
14.
you're about to collapse in a panic.
Okay. Make another one.
19.
Alright. On your first one, you kind of graze somebody as you're running, but he's just kind of like, what was that? And you run past. The second time you dodge another person. Alright. So your invisibility runs out. And do you have disguise on still? Alright. I'm gonna make a couple 3-spot checks here.
Can I like?
I'd say
Can I like
2.
try to duck down or get in a group of people or anything?
Yeah, you can try to hide.
And a group of people.
I'm just trying to like duck down and be in a group of people while they're
What's your hide?
So they can all see you appear right before them.
not in front of them.
What's your hide?
Plus 18.
Are you taking 10?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Plus 18.
You're in another group of
Whatever you
men.
want.
That's just
Hide
like,
behind a blade of grass.
one of them's like, I'm gonna turn in. Another guy's like, we need some drink. Why can't we drink some alcohol as long as we're not marching?
Might as fucking well.
And another guy's like, we don't have any. And another guy's
Well, that's
like,
bullshit.
another guy's like, somebody has to have some. Do you have any?
I don't have any.
Maybe you have that elfin wine.
I do actually have a little one.
Oh. There you go. You're more drunk.
It's not worth killing like 8 guys.
So, what do you do? How much longer do you have? Was this your old disguised self? It's got like 10 minutes left on it.
Start making my way towards the tree line.
Now you're bailing all together?
Oh, I'm feeling sick.
You do hear another guy saying, I'm not feeling very good. Then another guy nearby is like, me either. Another guy's like, I got shit.
Me too.
And another guy's like, well,
Shooting buddies, hold my hand.
Alright, you get to the tree line.
Alright, I just run.
Okay. Zan finds you.
It's like, why'd you stop?
I'm out of here. Zan finds you. Oh!
They can fucking see invisibility or something, man.
What?
I got up towards their fog in their commander meeting, and the fucking giant himself was like, finally I get to squash one of these guys. And the Magi also felt like he looked in my direction. So he could probably detect that shit.
He's so funny if the Giants thought was just talking
So,
about the
did
soldier,
you get any information?
a random soldier.
I incited a lot of people to want to plunder the Dales.
What else did you find out? Anything? You found out some people were sick.
I mean, yeah.
You found out some
I
people.
didn't get really any orders though, right?
Found out people were grumping
Just how
about.
they're not marching.
Yeah, you found out they're not marching. They have orders not to march for like a day. That's about it. You found out some people are sick. Found out they somehow maybe were detecting you somehow.
Well, the poison's working. People are shitting their brains out.
How many? Did you get any sense of how many are sick? Yeah, you really didn't.
Not really, no.
I mean, you know, a few dozen, a couple dozen maybe, tops, that you kind of saw or heard about or knew about.
Well, they're not marching for a day or two, and they're having a big commander meeting right now in the fog.
Fog's up again. Covering the wagons?
With the giant guard and dwarven riders parading around.
Let's get back. We can hold a small council inside a tent, whispering perhaps.
Don't worry, I'm inciting them to plunder the Dales. It's gonna happen.
Excellent! Quite the powerful maneuver. Well done, Soren. Found out some information and are inciting riots. So you guys get back to camp, and Zan pops into your tent, and he says,
We're out on guard.
"Oh, well, Xanth and Soren come walking into your camp."
I guess
And Xanth's like, "It's us."
if it wasn't, you'd already be dead.
Yeah, right.
Xanth says, let's go up here and talk. And a rope falls out of the sky,
I like it.
and he climbs up in it. Who goes in the rope trick?
I go in.
I'm meditating, so probably not me.
Just
You go up there? And he's like, this probably should be secure, I think.
just
Surely.
just three of us.
All right. Xanth pulls the rope up, and it kind of goes.
That's it.
We'll relay to Vanda as ASAP.
What's he doing? Oh, he's meditating.
Soren and I went to try to infiltrate. I had few polymorph spells left, and I don't have his skills in the midst of the army, so I let him go in. Tell him.
The poison's starting to work. They're not marching for a couple days. Well, a day or two so far. They're having a big commander meeting,
And
and I'm inciting riots.
the most important part,
What?
they knew he was there.
Oh, yeah. I've been drinking. Some guys had some drinks that I partook in.
He said he tried to get close, and they knew he was there.
The Magi looked like he looked in my direction, and the Giant definitely knew that I was coming in. So if you try to fly over with a bird, like, it's probably not gonna work either.
We're all there.
They can't find a horsefly.
And maybe they just sense your magic.
Or maybe they weren't on alert just yet.
It's ridiculous to have a horsefly.
Yeah, horsefly's so
Is
fast.
it diminutive?
Yep.
So it means
And it's so fast.
you'd get +6.
Its
to AC?
flight speed maneuverability, dude, it's so busted.
I've swatted one with a noodle before at the lake.
I mean, when they land, like, maybe you get lucky, but, like, just
No,
trying to,
in
like...
midair.
Trying to hit one with a sword, though.
No, that would not.
Or an
I mean,
arrow.
no, probably not.
Yeah, it'd be very difficult.
Big ass
Hey, if
noodle
you guys
though.
want to fuck with them, by the way, I have this Deeper Darkness spell that I prepare one per day.
I did want to.
It lasts a week.
How big is it?
60 feet, I think. It's just like a bigger darkness bubble.
A globe or something?
I did want to attack them tonight, just enough to wake everybody up and make it to where they don't sleep easy and they're scared all night.
Mm.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Some of them were scared of you. I heard them talking about it.
Delicious. I should be in all their nightmares tonight. And when they wake, I will be that too.
Mm. None of us should travel alone, though. Even you.
Yeah, that wizard might not flee next time.
He didn't flee the first time, I thought.
Totally did! You weren't there.
Is this the report?
You weren't there.
You fled?
Santh using pre-knowledge.
Dog him.
You encountered the Magi and he fled?
Yeah, he fucking charged at him.
Bluff, bluff,
That's true!
bluff.
That's fucking true. He charged at him and he backed up.
No, he didn't.
Yes!
Was familiar or whatever, I thought.
You insult Xanth's brother, the Ogre Magi.
Bluff.
I'm not bluffing when I told the truth.
He didn't lie.
Yeah, that's right.
He,
Dies never lie.
He didn't make it, but
That's right.
he didn't crit fail. He's like, interesting. He's afraid then.
A little bit.
As it should be.
Which one of you charged him?
Alakar, of course.
He was afraid of you?
He wouldn't get away from his army.
Yeah, he had to flee back to the army.
I chased maybe a familiar or something, some kind of shadowy thing. Couldn't seem to quite
They
catch
spoke
it.
to us.
When I was gone poisoning them?
Yes.
What did it say? The Magi spoke to you?
He was trying to bait us into coming out there.
He was like, "Come here," and I was like,
Hold
"No."
on. Did he flee? And then he fled?
No, then we backed off.
Oh.
'Cause we weren't going to go up there and fight 1,000 guys.
I'm confused. Who fled?
He fled, and then we were like, alright, you're not going to fight us? We're out of here.
I see.
Then they advanced in the opposite direction. It was no retreating.
Were all their baddies up by the wagons? Did you guys see?
All the commanders are up mean at the
I
wagon.
stayed in the trees. I was just trying to support him in case things went bad for him.
Did you see?
I didn't get close.
They're under the guise
enough.
of fog with all the guards.
Did you guys see any of the big baddies towards the rear, where all the men are?
You did only for a little bit before the fog came up.
They have fog by the rear?
All the whole wagon disappeared.
No, I'm talking about the end where
The rear of the army.
rear of the army.
Oh. We didn't get near the rear of the
I
army.
thought I came in by the rear.
You did, but you weren't at the very end of it.
So I didn't see any like big things at the back.
No?
Okay. I didn't see anything.
I'm gonna attack the rear then. See how many of these I can kill before reinforcements arrive. You wanna come with? Just need someone to take down the account, should it be epic?
Of course.
I like it.
I must rest. I need to get 8 hours here. I will sleep up here.
When you going?
Once Vando arises.
How long is he been meditating?
About an hour now.
Yeah, a couple hours.
2 hours. 2 hours.
Well, I'll just get a full night's rest then while we're waiting.
Broken.
I mean, you still have to rest for 6 hours, but you don't have to be asleep for it.
Yeah.
You know, when they came up with that, people started passing them around for 2 hours. They're like, oh, okay.
That was like first or second edition, probably. They had something like that with no nerfs.
Yeah.
Like, alright.
We busted that to all hell.
Can't imagine playing first edition. Probably be so broken and unbalanced. Such janky mechanics.
So yeah, in 2 hours, I'll go ahead and leave Icarus and Thranduil and watch, and then I'll take a 2-hour nap as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it a day here. Alright, so you wait 2 hours?
Sleep 8 hours.
No. Alright. So you hit the back of the army? The two of you?
If
Or
2
are
more
you
hours.
just backing him up?
If 2 more hours
Two-
pass first.
2 hours pass.
Yeah.
I'll wake up Vander,
And I get caught up on all that they just talked about.
let him know me and him are gonna go fuck with him tonight. And Thranduil and Icarus will bed down for the night.
Alright. Thranduil's like, you sure you don't need me to come? Wait in the tree line.
I'm very fast and you need your rest.
Alright then.
And also, should this camp get attacked, we need to have some power here.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on the door? Who locked
He's
the
like-
door?
I don't remember.
Where'd Xanth go?
I didn't.
He's in bed.
Where?
He's in a rope trick.
Oh.
Yo.
Alright.
I'm early. Don't come early for me.
So you go to the back of the army then? Are you going to partake?
Oh, I
What
was
is your
gonna-
plan? Are
I
you
was
actually
gonna
going to
go
fight by
too.
side?
I don't know. I'll probably be in the tree line and see how it goes.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I'll go with them.
You're going to go?
Yeah, I'll get my other 4 hours later.
Okay. You only have whatever spells you have right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
And if you cast them, it goes against those spells for the next
That's
day.
a good point, but I'll still go.
Alright.
Could.
Okay. Vander tags along.
It's worth it. I mean, if I could save someone's life,
Hold on, Chase.
it's worth a spell or two.
guess I'll have
You're still not smoking?
Thranduil and Icarus.
I
stay
smoked
up
last night,
and
so
watch.
technically,
You leave them on watch?
probably smoke tonight.
I mean, you know, our small camp is basically surrounded by elves and scouts.
It's all
and
good, actually.
Sentries and such.
Alright, then yeah, they
Save a little money.
I mean, yes, it's not a bad idea to have guards.
Felt
but,
a little
like,
clearer
Yeah.
at work. Clearer mind.
If they're like, if
Where
I'm
you
tired,
working
I'll
at?
keep awake and just
Just a cashier
keep an eye
job
out.
Fair enough.
on Enterprise.
Cashew chef?
Yeah.
Do I have any teleport?
You're like right down the road from my work.
Really?
Yeah, from my office. I want to come in there next
Well,
week.
predominantly, I
Yeah,
want
I'm usually in the
you two-
kitchen, but sometimes I'm at the window.
I want you two to just mainly watch out for baddies. Big baddies. My plan here is just to fuck with the army, keep them from getting rest, and kill as many of them as I can before I should dash off.
I'm glad I came to see this.
All right.
I'll be here with some spells in an emergency.
You get a sending from Xanth before you actually engage, before you get to the edge of the...
Well, I'm not gonna engage. I'm gonna send him out, and him if he's got anything that's sneaky, and just have him spot just make sure there's nothing big around.
You're going to have him scout it out?
Yeah, make sure it's just foot soldiers.
Do you have any spells left to infiltrate?
Yeah, I need an invisibility spell. I already burned all my shit. I would have. I would have had Sargon cast one, but
As long as you're putting that helmet to good use, I guess it's worth one spell.
You can use one of those, doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure.
Just grab one.
Where's the third 0.5?
The third 0.5?
Why?
Matters.
Because I have a spell I might want to cast.
Oh. Do I need to cast a spell then?
Yes. It's not a stealthy spell.
I guess I'll just concentrate and
Yeah,
hold the spell for now.
That's hilarious.
So I'll cast
Does
false.
2 get
Okay,
invisibility?
that does get there, I
I'll
think.
cast false life
Or-
on myself.
Yeah, it's...
What's it do?
Yeah.
I get 1d10 plus 1 per caster
Whoops.
level temporary hit points.
Where's your dice?
You didn't fail?
Just grab them.
Extra hit points?
This cat is awesome.
Hmm.
Just fucking laying
Lay
down,
down.
chilling.
Seems good.
He shoots water everywhere too. He doesn't know how to drink.
Yeah, he laps it up and flings it in an arc. It gets on his forehead. It's incredible. Never
It's a new
seen
water
anything
feature.
like
It's
that.
a new water feature.
Maximum hit points plus 17 hit points.
Nice.
Alright, you get a sending from Xanth before you engage in this guerrilla tactic you're about to launch.
Oh.
And it says,
Shit, wrong one.
smoked pipe. Bamfing for reinforcements.
Smoked pipe.
I will try to gather Tanavel and Meor. Maybe Neo.
Level 2 spells only 12.
Be back
concentrate,
ASAP.
right? Level 2 spells, level 12 to concentrate.
He says,
Barely got it. I'm holding it. Invisibility in my hand.
I will find you if you move. And then you can respond to him if you want.
Ride now.
All right. You can imagine him laughing there, and he finishes his pipe, and he's like,
You needed to tell the Valakar that he was smoking the pipe.
yeah, that was the first thing he said. Oh, there's one teleport down.
Oh.
Got the second one. That's all I had. You'd have got back the next day and been like, so where is it, man? Fuck failed. Alright, so do you tell them that he left, or I don't know if it matters to you, but. Alright, so what is your plan here?
I'm sending Soren out to make sure there's no big baddies nearby.
He casts invisibility on you, and you're like,
Yeah, I'm holding it.
now what? You're a little sketched since the boss villains seem to be wise
No, I
to
don't
your
think they're back here, but
seem to be wise to your approach.
yeah, I'm worried about them.
Yeah, I'm just holding the invisibility. I concentrated. I'm
You can't
holding.
hold that.
Yeah, you can. You can't.
No.
Keeps trying
Since
to kill
when
us.
can't you hold a spell?
The only spell you can hold is a touch spell.
Just,
Oh. Well, then I guess I haven't casted it yet.
Fine.
So I'm not gonna waste it while he's looking through the manual,
I was just waiting on
the
you.
assassin's manual.
Alright, so he casts it.
Well, you
on
said you were casting something, so I'm
I
like,
cast it.
He did.
oh, all right,
You just got right HP.
ready?
Alright.
Only get 6 minutes.
So what are you doing?
We-
You just go into the back camp of the army?
Yeah.
Alright. You can see at this point, lots of them are kind of bedding down for the night.
See how fast they get on their own this time.
None of these men seem to be sick back here. They may not have had enough time, or not every bit of water and food is poisoned. So, but none of them seem to be sick here or talking about it. But you can roll an intelligence check. DC is 12. Can you make 12? Yeah, sure. Okay. You have figured out All the men at the back of the army, bringing up the rear, are the weakest of their marching foot soldiers. They're the slowest, they're the weakest, they're the least ambitious. You just have gathered that in your interactions with the attacks on the back of the army that you guys have launched this last day or two. Especially, I guess, this morning when you launched that, you realize, like, you just and you just put it together that this is, you know, the weaker foot soldiers of their army.
Did any of the LCS go out there and come to watch?
No.
Not even the scouts.
They have sentries in the
strict.
forest that are mostly just at, you know, designated points. I guess you may not even know that, but they have sentries that are just there, but they didn't come to watch.
Did he come back or
Did you take Sarkon with you?
no?
Is he there resting? Alright. Zance said that Sarkon could make use of his rip trick if he wanted, since it's nice and dry and safe.
Sure, why not?
Any spellcaster is there. He tells, which is just Sarkon, really, right? The druid, I guess he wouldn't do it anyways, so yeah, it's just Sarkon. Sarkon has a nice,
1 minute.
silent, all by himself, 10 by 10 little, I don't know if it's 10 by 10, but a small little extra dimensional camping space where he knows he can't be assaulted, so.
In the rope trick? Or?
Yeah, he can rest easy in there.
I rolled a 9 to transform, so
Alright,
hybrid form.
okay, you transform, is this after you left already?
I probably would have done it before I got close to the army, honestly. But
Okay, you get into the back of their ranks. Most of them, there's a few men milling about.
They're not wasting.
Many of them have bedded down.
26-hour cooldown.
They do have guards.
Yeah,
They do have some guards. How long does your invisibility last?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Then do you have another spell in place for this? Once 6 minutes go out, or are you just running out there for 6 minutes and running back?
No, I'm just running out for 6 minutes.
Okay, you run up there. There's
wizard.
hundreds of men at the back of the army on both sides of the shoulder of the road. They have tents, they have fires. Some men are sleeping, many men are sleeping on the ground. Stronger ones, tougher ones with more money, or, you know, you assume are probably in the tents. Not everyone can fit in the tents or has a tent, so you see many men just on bedrolls on the ground.
Look for anything out of the normal dudes. Anything out of normal.
No. It just looks like they're just going to be ducks in a barrel here. You see no surprises in your 3 or 4 minutes that you run in and you're like,
Helmet.
that. Like I said, they do have guardsmen like in between the tree line and the camps that are, you know, kind of on the shoulder of the road.
Yeah, they run back.
Men that are watching for the devilish lion or anybody to come out. You go back. All right, he reports back to you.
Are any big baddies around?
That I could see. These are the chumps in the back here.
Ride now!
Fish in a barrel.
Fucking charge in.
You just blatantly just charge.
Yeah.
All right, well, you
Whoa.
charge out of the tree line. What do you do?
I'm just watching to make sure he
All right,
doesn't
he
die.
charges out of the tree line, and so one sentry blows his fucking horn.
Good start.
I shoot him with an arrow.
All right, fire. His AC is 14.
6 damage.
All right. And another one's like, you do take some bow fire from the other closest sentries. What's your AC there?
37.
18.
Crit threat over there.
Oh, that's triple.
Wow.
Is that a 1?
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be great.
So
Longbow hurts with the crits. It's the only time it hurts.
-5.
No damage reduction. It could still have been like 24 damage.
all right. So
or
take
more.
1 damage with your -5. All right. And then you can be on the nearest people laying on the ground, or charge a tent, or
I'll whoever's first. I'm first too. Just whoever. If it's a tent. if
there's
someone
men
on the
laying all
ground.
around a tent. But as this horn goes off, like men start jumping up. They're grabbing spears. You say, "Where are we under attack? Oh, look! What is that? It's a single enemy. Kill him!" So men start jumping up. Some of them are putting their armor back on. Some of them are just grabbing for spears or bows.
Okay.
You have targets if you want to just slaughter them.
Yeah, sure.
No.
One man was drinking. Maybe he was exhausted, but doesn't even kind of lifts his head up a little bit as the horn goes off and kind of looks around. But you get to him at that point.
Is there any sentries close to the tree line?
No, none of them are. None. The closest sentries to the tree line are like 30 or 40 yards.
I'll just.
How many?
There's a dozen or so.
I'll jump in the first camp I come across, and take a swing at one of them full power attack.
All right. Well, this guy's prone, so
Okay.
So he did.
this first time. What are you attacking with?
Kevin.
Is this a crit threat?
Yo.
All right,
No.
you chop.
Oh, it is.
You chop his head off. You just come in and go. His head starts to roll away. He like lifted his head up to see what was happening, and you were like. His head rolls away from his body.
Would have been
On the floor.
28, 16 times 3.
You just decapitate him.
Yeah, just open down the road.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
North side.
In the last 2
That
weeks or
was my
so.
opening round. I can't do. Whenever you, I mean, like if you've got 4 attacks.
Give me a Christmas card.
It doesn't matter. You only get them if you don't move.
Christmas, you only get the other 3.
Yeah.
You only get the 1. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Is that Donnie's mail?
Yeah.
What? Mail?
It's from my mom's
I mean,
house.
I might allow like
Yeah, you
2
still get W2s every year.
if
at
you
our
don't
mom's
move
house.
far, but
Somehow,
yeah.
I don't know how important it is. It looks
It's
important.
never important. You know, it fucking cracks me up.
It's
Think the
a
rest of
big
it would be
deal.
worth it.
All right, the men closest to you, that were aroused by the horn. They start reaching for their spears, and one of them jumps up to attack you. You miss. What's your arm class?
18.
You missed. And then there's like 7 or 8 men near this little camp that you attacked.
Initiative?
Yep. You guys doing anything? Do you want to roll initiative?
Yes. I'm on delay.
I guess something to do too.
I mean, you did fire.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11? 11 are these men that are... Now 3 of them can attack you, Don.
Hang on, I'm getting
Right? What? I was gonna ditch it in your guys' fridge, but I guess if you guys don't drink soda pods.
Where'd you get a soda
I'm on
with one
19.
drink out of it?
It was,
Yeah, go ahead.
no, it's unopened. It was one of my customers tipped me some
I'm,
snacks.
am I
and like
within reach of
a
that
Coke
guys?
for
Yeah, they're
Christmas.
charging
That
you.
looks like he's
Okay.
down.
You can wait for them to charge you if you want, honestly.
What's their AC?
Yeah, I still
Their
have Coke in the
AC
fridge, I think.
is
It's been there
13.
forever.
I don't drink caffeine at all, so
I was about to say, so it's in the drawer, just 30 in my fridge.
They're not wearing...
don't kick that for a long time.
They're not wearing their armor.
I don't want it.
No, it's a 6.
Do you want to double it and pass it to the next guy?
Alright,
What?
this guy takes
What do you mean? Oh, it's Blaze.
36.
He wants to.
Have you guys seen those
Plus
videos
that.
where they walk up to people and they're
Alright. You
"You
chop
want $10
him
or
in
should I
his
double it
chest
give
and
it to the
like
next person?"
his torso kind of splits apart.
That'd be
No.
interesting.
That's why I didn't make any sense to you guys. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are they
Yeah.
laughing for?
These
I've
2 are
never
gonna
seen
get
that.
attacks on you. One of them hits
It's like a
you.
guy that does it with like ice cream cones. It's hilarious.
You didn't tailgate too hard.
37.
You take 3 with
Okay,
your
200
damage
now,
reduction.
No, I didn't.
You kill the other one that missed you.
Said
In
3.
between bread.
Yeah, and this guy's like, "Die, you bastard!" But he sticks you and does like 3 damage, and you're just like,
Great cleave again.
So are these sentries distracted?
Oh yeah, they're all turned.
I want to sneak up on them.
All right, you can sneak on the closest one.
42 damage.
Sneak attack.
Carney and
Go ahead. All right.
Oh,
Oh, this guy's arm gets chopped off like right here. Just this whole portion of it, like.
Any more within reach?
I'll try to use it myself.
No.
Okay.
Men are scrambling. Men are screaming.
I was gonna get
I'll
pizza
go on
later.
delay for the rest of my move. This turn.
You hear one. You hear someone yelling, "It's the lion! It's the lion!"
I can grab it on the way or whatever. You and your brother have been farting like crazy, bro.
I
You guys
had
go to your parents'
pizza.
house for food?
No, I haven't been too gassy today till now.
Must
As soon as you crack the beer.
32 damage.
All right. This guy, you can just shove him down on the ground. You stab him in the back and up through his heart, and he's like,
Blowing your
he
nose?
kind of tries to look back to see who got him, but by then he's dead.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Do you have a horse?
No.
Anybody else react?
I'll have to see if anybody spots you. There's two men that might spot you. Oh, one of them's like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah. He's like, oh, there's more! There's another one over here! But it doesn't matter. There's too much confusion over here. He's already like chopped 3 dudes in half or something and decapitated another one. Do you do anything this round?
I'll have my sword out, but I'll be just watching from the tree line.
Attack, 2 great cleaves.
If any run at me, I'll take them out. But
Still got.
Initiative.
Oh well, if there's nothing else.
Am I close enough
I'll,
to these other guys?
Were you in the tree line?
I went to attack.
You mean they can, actually you moved an attack, so. No, you got to one of the sentries.
Like, what, he was spread out?
Yeah.
Spread out, okay.
Do I see more of them charging at me?
Mostly you see men getting up from their bedrolls, men running out of tents, men getting up from their bedrolls, grabbing their spears. They all seem to have spears.
I'll move over.
Some of them have shields.
I'll move to the next tent with my move action for that round.
Alright. Initiative. 20, 19,
I'm
18,
on 14.
17, 16, 15, 14.
14.
Alright.
Slaughter fast, full power attack.
Don't be 1. Plus 36.
Alright.
plus 36.
Yeah.
Chop another guy's head and shoulders off.
Great cleave.
Yeah, you're close enough to another guy.
Ah, it is a 1.
Alright, you missed that
Has to
guy.
be another 1 to deal. Okay. No, great cleave missed. Second attack. That's 36. 40.
Alright, you killed that guy.
Great cleave.
There's only one other guy close enough to you. You chopped this guy in half. Like his top half kind of goes and his legs go.
I critted on the mountain. Within like 90.
And men are now screaming. They're all trying to flee. Everybody saw that last critical and they just start screaming and fleeing.
Doesn't even run.
The one
into
guy
the
runs
forest.
into one guy who's trying to run away too, but he knocks him down, hoping that you'll
Like people tripping each other. Like, shit.
Yep, they're just like, I gotta get away. If there's a closer target, I might survive.
Does anyone run towards the tree line I'm in?
No, they're all running into across the road, trying to go to the west side of the road across to the other tree line.
Smod men.
I was on 14.
13, 12, 11.
13.
All right.
I run up the next sentry.
Okay. You run up to the next sentry, and he seems to be awestruck by the lion. And he's not paying attention to you, so you can sneak attack him.
$33 damage.
Okay, you slaughter that guy. And at this point,
Oh, he's a bard.
men are the closest men from you are running to the other tree line. Some of them are running towards to just kind of get.
None of them are charging me?
No.
They're all just running for their lives.
Yeah, these are the weakest ones, and their morale's already broke right now.
Yeah, these are like a level 1 to 4.
They're not level
probably.
ones, but some of them could be level ones, but you know, they're probably level 1 to level 2 or 3. Anyways, they're fleeing. They flee. They've. You guys can have one more round before a concerted action will be done. If you want to try to slaughter a few more men as they're fleeing.
I'm on 17. We're getting
Men that got pushed down, and the other men were trying to survive and hoping you'd go after these ones that they knocked over. What are you on?
17.
17?
Are any of them grouped up together?
Yeah, you can get to a group of 4 of them,
Alright, I'll jump in that group.
but you can't get a full attack to move to them.
That's fine.
But you can get 2 of your attacks.
Well, I only need 1. You know what I mean? Because Great Cleave's going to clean up the rest.
Oh. Well, you can't Great Cleave one of them, so.
Why?
Because he's going to be out of your reach.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
He's not going to be in your
Alright,
reach.
I hit here. 36.
It's got an amulet of anti-cleave.
Plus 5, so 41.
Alright.
41.
Alright, you
First
chop that guy's leg off and he goes.
guy. Great Cleave, the second guy. Jesus.
Alright, you chop that guy in half. You chop that guy in half.
After that, too.
Alright, men are just
And then
screaming.
one last Great Cleave on that other third guy. That's still a hit.
It breaks the morale of hundreds of 100 men nearby, and they all start to just try to get away from you. Some of them are falling. Some of them are getting trampled, tripped. There's no one of them that wants to try to fight you. Blake, do you want to take an action on 10?
You see me out there hacking guys in half.
And
Multiple
cutting
times.
heads off, arms, legs, cutting them in half.
Multiple crits.
I just want to run to the nearest group of people.
Alright. They're screaming. They're all just worried about him. So you can get another sneak attack on someone. Alright, go ahead. Alright, you killed that guy.
So there's another guy nearby.
Yeah, there's another guy nearby.
Attacking 3 times.
Yeah, you had to move to get to these guys.
That's why I ran to a group. So they were within 5 feet.
You have cleave?
No, I have 2 weapons.
But you had to move, is what I'm getting at. You can't get a full
I can
attack.
use my offhand weapon attack though.
You get one more attack.
I get to get 2 actually instead of feet.
How many did you normally get with a full attack?
Like a full attack
You
is.
got improved
2?
2 weapon.
You just said you get 3 after
I get 2
moving.
attacks.
But you
normally.
moved and then just took 3, right? Or took
I
1?
get 2 attacks for my base attack full round action thing. But I have 2 offhand attacks.
Do you get 4 attacks normally, you mean?
We both get 4.
Alright, so you can get 1 attack.
I get 2 offhand attacks.
You only get 1.
I took 1 main attack, and then I get my 2 offhand attacks.
You only get 1 of them.
You're deleting my feet.
No, I'm not. You moved.
I know. That's how it works.
This doesn't matter if you move.
So you get 3 attacks no matter what, even
I
after
don't
moving?
really care.
You had to move to these guys.
I know.
With my Great Cleave, I do too.
Well, that makes sense.
It's still 2
Wait.
feet.
Did you hit him?
And then full power attack. Power
How
attack.
much?
8 damage.
Cleave and Great
You
Cleave.
didn't quite kill that
He
guy.
took
Okay.
2 weapon fighting and greater 2 weapon fighting. I think.
Okay.
Is it greater?
It's improved to it.
You guys want to continue to try to slaughter as many as you can? Or are you just waiting to see what happens? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
I'm ready to retreat.
Okay.
Me
Well,
too.
my eye is on the horizon towards the main army.
Alright. Well, you guys hear commands given. There's some sort of person who's either a commander or he's stronger or a leader, more of a leader than the rest of them. And You don't know the language, so you don't know what they're saying, but they line up in a line, and they all go. They all throw their spears. Most all of them are focused on you, actually.
Wouldn't we be able to be ready? Like when I have an action?
You're attacking with abandon, are you not?
Different editions of the same.
Well, when I see him forming up, like going to spot check to see him forming up and doing all that.
Not if you're taking full attack.
Is he
And
just
cleaving
memorizing
also.
the line, or does-
You're just trying to slaughter as many people nearby you.
Little of both.
What you see?
PT.
He makes a story and then he kind of reacts to what we do.
Oh, okay.
You get hit 4 times.
95 each one.
So it's 2. Nothing.
I thought that was Zora.
It takes 2.
Yeah, it sounded like a floorboard.
So many spears go past you. 4 of them seem to hit you.
Do
One of
some
them kind of
WD-40,
affects you a
I tell you
little
what.
bit. Or does some minor puncturing damage. But yeah, there's like 50 of them lined up now. Some 50 yards away from you. They all just check the spears that they have. Then you hear another one yelling something in a foreign language that you don't understand, and you can see some other foot soldiers. I mean, there's literally hundreds of them. Another troop of 40 or so kind of get some bows and kind of get in a line to where they're gonna fire. Blake, you get charged by
I run away.
5 dudes. You try to run when they charge you. All right. You run towards the tree line to where Vander's at. Okay. They're chasing you. They're like, "Oh, we can kill this one. Kill the lion's ally at least."
No! Let me go!
And they chase you down.
Cool.
Or they try to. But you see 5 dudes chasing after him, and he's like, "Oh no!"
Magic missile.
Are you gonna fire?
Sure, I can afford one of them.
All right. These 2 spells have come off your next day's spells.
I know.
All right.
Because I have plenty of magic missiles.
All right.
There's a price.
So, what do you do this round? Go ahead and roll initiative.
12.
All right. You got initiative on most everybody.
Oh, I'm terrible.
Fucking charge him.
You charge the spearmen, the bowmen, just into the press of foot soldiers.
They don't have spears now, they chucked them.
Well, they have other weapons. You see them pulling scimitars.
That's fine.
You want to charge the dudes pulling scimitars?
Pull out your weapons that you wish to die with.
You charge the spearmen that are now pulling out their scimitars?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, charge their line. You can get a 1 attack when you get there.
Can I do it like a jumping attack?
I don't care.
Jump the first line of them?
You want to jump over them?
Yeah.
You're not going to attack them if you jump over them.
Is it like a jumping attack?
You mean you want to jump over them and on the way go?
No, like jump into them and attack.
Like a link slap.
Sure, I don't care.
Forward A.
What do you want to jump into?
You know, you can make it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You don't need to roll. Sure, you can do that.
Full power attack. 2 hits.
You get 1 attack though, not multiple.
Still get the crate cleave?
There's one guy close enough.
One guy jumped into him!
Yeah, you killed that guy.
They're spaced 6 feet apart.
They're not all stacked up for you to just be like.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. I'm telling you, they're not.
Alright, well,
There's another guy close enough.
39 damage to the first
All right, you killed him.
Alright.
You put your axe like into his head, and he's like,
Second guy takes 41 damage.
all right. You chop that guy sort of in half.
Okay.
6 guys. I'm saying only 5 can kind of get on you. What's your AC?
18.
All right, 1 of them hits you. You don't take any damage. And this goes on another round, and they're like, "We can't hurt this thing! We can't do anything to it! Flee for your lives! Flee!" And they just start to flee. You can try to cleave 2 more of them as they flee, or attack 2 of them.
plus 36.
All right.
Don't be a 1. Oh my
All right.
god.
You see Falakar out there broke their ranks, but there are 7 guys chasing you.
I hit one of them for 8 damage
All
from
right.
the tree line.
I critted again. 3 crits so far.
All right. You guys roll your initiatives. This will be this will probably be the last round here.
Those crits did like 90. Like chopping people in half with my axe.
Why'd you be so fucking slow?
That's feet. So you can run.
20, 19, 18,
17.
17.
So
I'm only at
34.
You get to the tree line.
Like 34 feet.
Alright, I'll
And then like you can run up to 4
just get
times
ready
that.
for him.
Turn
Run
around.
around. So like
Alright.
6 seconds. You can cover 4 times that.
16, 15,
That makes
14,
sense.
13.
13, I'll drop down. Are they close enough for me to do anything in melee?
And 6
No,
seconds,
you have to
I
wait
don't
for
know
them.
if that calculates out.
Alright, I'll drop down from the tree.
They're
with my-
running that way.
I'll drop down and have my blade ready next to Soren.
All right. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
Probably
8,
couldn't run 36
7.
feet, whatever.
That's hilarious. Is it 98 or 97755? Is that what it is? Yeah, 97755.
Dawn.
18.
Some of their archers fire at you.
Some of them.
All right, you take 2, 4,
4 damage.
7 damage.
So broken.
Well, I've taken 13 damage out of 172 HP, so I'm pretty hurt.
Just a little mix.
All right, then the other archers fire at you.
With all these arrows, some of them gotta be hitting the guys that are running, right?
For sure.
Couple near misses. Hit dudes in the throat.
More 8-siders.
Take 1 damage. What the fuck? All right.
You gave him 5 levels, what do you expect?
So you can. It's not that.
Damage reduction.
It's the damage
And
reduction.
that was even, it was 15, now it's only 5. So I wouldn't be
Damage reduction is inherently broken.
Yeah, it's completely broken.
It's the silver thing. Like. All right. So you just keep pressing your advantage. All right. You keep slaughtering guys.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for a big baddie.
Let's do this round on you guys. So they get to you. You guys gonna attack them first because you were waiting for them, right? Okay, go ahead. But you took a move action. I guess not. I guess you were at the end of the move.
Crit critical. That's a crit. Right, crit threat, I guess.
Can I attack multiple guys?
Critical?
Yep.
Yeah.
14.
It's 14.
14 on a crit.
14. Yep. I don't deal 90 like Falakar.
19 damage to one of them.
All right, you killed that guy.
I've probably done like
That guy goes
Several
down.
hundred damage.
That guy goes down. You don't know if he's dead or not.
Critical?
more than that even.
Just here to break any line
For
along
each
the
crit is
force.
like 90.
What was that?
Crit 3 times.
What was that, man? Was that tax stuff?
It looks like, I think it was back when I was at Teletech that there was like an IRA that I had money
What
in,
damage?
and I thought I took all of it out, but apparently I guess I didn't.
Once a year you get that.
And so like
26
I think it
damage.
just slowly is growing. Like
26.
it's like a
You killed
really
another
it's
guy.
such a small minute
Take a
amount.
couple
All right.
Yeah, it's like $8
Dodge
right
turn
now.
and the next
$9 or something.
So you guys can take another round here. Let's see if they go before you.
I've had it for a little while.
There's,
Supposed to be
4 guys left on you.
Next round.
Yeah.
13 again.
All right. 14.
No, no. What's his name?
Shannon. I totally forgot the name.
You said
14,
Mondays
yeah.
weren't like the best.
Okay,
for
cool.
him.
No, I mean they're fine now. I just forgot to hit them up.
I mean, he's in that chat,
All
right?
right. Kill another one.
Discord chat channel.
Probably.
There's 2 guys left on you. Go ahead.
Probably worth
Oh.
What's their AC?
Their AC is 13.
It wasn't a crit. Fail. But I missed. And then the second attack.
Oh yeah, he is in there.
5 hit. 13.
Yeah.
All right.
5 damage. I guess.
All right.
Do I have power attack now? I probably should be using that. Yeah, I have power attack. I
What
just
was
never
the
use
three?
it.
What was the 3 out of 6?
That's how he's getting all these epic attacks.
3 out of,
Yeah, I
3
know.
out of 6.
That's why I took
yes.
it.
Oh, okay.
So I could actually deal damage against weaker stuff.
All right. You can slaughter some more. But you hear now a bunch of them saying, you can't make out what they're saying, but no, they're speaking in foreign language. And 100 men start to charge you, but they have no weapons in their hands.
Is it orc? Are we talking an orc?
No,
Okay.
It's like Arabic or something.
yeah,
I know orc.
it's Arabic. There's 100 men charging you, and they have no weapons out.
100 men with no weapons.
Yep.
Hard wizards. I'll sprint off into the woods.
All right, you decide to flee.
Yeah.
All right, you guys finished the last guy that was left, and you see Falcar running towards you. And there's 100 men chasing him.
Right now.
There's 100 men chasing him. They have no weapons in their hands, and you're not sure why he's fleeing, but he doesn't like it.
Wait, retreating?
I retreat into the woods.
Yeah.
All right, you guys actually retreat.
When you hear me yell,
I mean,
right
I'm not
now.
gonna get too far ahead of him.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys retreat.
I mean, I'm faster than you guys.
I know.
You retreat. That night passes. I assume you're not going back for more now.
No.
All right.
I lose a couple
You
spells.
slaughtered, I don't know, a dozen or 20 of them, maybe 30. From their, 6,000 or 7,000. But you get back to the camp, and in the morning, I'm gonna set this up for next time. In the morning, you're approached by a figure in the woods.
I study him.
Okay? And it's a female's voice, and she pulls her cloak back, and it's that Ranin Minicoats. And she says, "What have you done?"
Killed a lot of them.
Good stuff.
"I asked you not to attack them so close to Asembra. They've sent hundreds of horsemen back to the town.
Well, then we
You know what this means?"
means we got a town to save. Dun, 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 dun.
You say,
Right now!
She's like,
Did they have
Do
weapons?
we get full night's rest?
"Of course they have weapons."
Full night's rest?
Then Falakov,
No.
he is no man with the weapon.
Yeah, you do.
I've got 1 damage.
They're probably going to slaughter the town.
Maybe the town shouldn't have let them through.
We didn't have the numbers to stop an army of 7,000.
So,
Didn't even try.
They kind of did. A little
we had the
bit.
greatest company.
Yeah, they made an attempt.
I asked you not to strike them so close.
Thought they were far enough.
You poisoned their food and water. What do you think they're going back for?
It hasn't been long enough for them to run out of food and water.
We'll just kill them. It's not a big deal, lady. I don't know what you're screaming about.
You fools! and she flies away out of the trees, disappears.
What were you guys thinking?
I was just watching Falcar's back while he slept.
Another hour passes while you guys are doing
She's not
what?
mad that we attacked. She's mad that the first attack happened.
Right.
Any of the attacks happened, not necessarily that
Yeah,
one.
you did them way close to the town, which we didn't care.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Anyways, another hour
Most people
passes
were
while
hiding
you
or
guys are
gone.
milling about, maybe prepping spells, trying to decide, like, are you supposed to now run to Asumbra? Is that your plan? Is that what you're going to do? Are you just going to
Check
run
it
there?
out. Xanth could teleport us there if it's that far.
Xanth isn't there.
More like backstab them as they go back.
Well,
An elven sentry comes in and they're like, they've sent hundreds of their cavalry south down the road. Maybe 1,000 foot soldiers are following them.
Perfect. Set an ambush. Fell right into our trap.
they're splitting up again, huh? We could isolate their numbers once more.
It's true.
We'll take out their cavalry next.
They're like-
Right now!
Okay, so you find out they've sent a couple thousand, maybe, you don't know exactly,
That's a lot.
back down the road towards the town.
Still splitting.
Okay? Yep, they're splitting up. There's only 5,000 or 6,000 here for you guys.
They wouldn't run away.
XP?
Yeah, you guys can have 500.
Followers?
Xanth isn't there, so what do you guys follow? Or are you gonna try to run? Are you just gonna go to the tree line and see if you see people going that way? Are you just gonna head towards the town? And how do you go there? Do you go through the forest?
We'll set up an ambush for when they come back.
You're gonna set up an ambush for when they come back to
We'll
the
let-
main army?
Let them sack
Yeah.
the town.
Well,
Yeah, why not? Let them through.
I know. I'm
They
kind of
really
pissed. I'm
did, though.
kind of pissed that they let him through.
They
I don't really
did.
feel that bad for them. All of the towns are like,
they couldn't stop them. They had like 50 men.
All 50 men lined up and
They
greeted
tried to
them.
stop them.
all the towns working together.
all the other Dales
Yeah,
will know
so
what's
they didn't
gonna
even
happen
try.
when this army rolls through.
Yeah.
So they can fucking do something about it, or they can get ransacked by the army. It's up to them.
What do you?
That
So
makes
you're
sense.
basically you're like you didn't sacrifice yourself, so
You're right.
fuck you.
That's what they're saying.
They could have asked for help. They could have asked Silverton for help. They could have asked each other for help.
They
They
could have
didn't.
Yeah,
They're
they
just like,
could've
you can
done
walk
more.
through our town.
You know she was like we didn't have any warning. We only had a day or two warning before they were coming towards our dale.
Follower XP.
Yeah, half of it. Actually, did your followers do anything?
No.
100 then.
Okay.
Icarus attempted.
Icarus roleplayed a little bit.
Icarus attempted.
150. You guys just didn't. Your tours
But to be
didn't,
fair,
didn't do anything that
his
time.
follower is like 2 levels higher than mine, and I've had mine longer because he never got XP.
All right, so you find out that they're sending couple thousand at least, maybe, of their forces back towards the town, which is only some 5 to 10 miles away.
Well, I'm chaotic neutral, so I don't care. But out of character,
Heroes
they did
not
try.
caring.
The village did try. There's nothing they could do.
You do get a sending from Xanth that morning, I guess. Later on, and he's like, he just says, "I've gathered up Tanneville and Meor. I'll be back ASAP." And then he's like, "Is everything okay there?"
Killed a bunch. The lady's pissed, and they're sending a bunch of cavalry to the previous town to fuck them up.
Stop the recording.
Fuck it up.
So you guys aren't even gonna go to the town? Is that what's happening? I don't care. Just tell me what you're doing, or not doing more
I don't
specifically.
know. Whatever's most advantageous to kill guys. I don't really care if the town gets sacked.
Yeah, my character doesn't care.
He used to be a hero, but he's like getting more corrupted at every session.
War, dude. You gotta try to save as many people as possible. No different than you taking that pommel to that lady's head.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, you coming back to say it. I just beat him to it.
Utilitarian approach.
That's right. Gotta care about the needs of Silverton over these
It's
guys.
fine. You guys can do whatever you want to do. I just need to know what it is.
I'm a Chevy
That's all.
hero.
Okay. Just trying to be a hero.
Well, chaotic neutral doesn't care what happens to him, so I'm following Falcar, Xanth, and Soren.